Welcome to Blooms in the Yard. I'm Kate, and today I'm really excited about a new little project I'm starting. So this little wall here, it faces east. This is just kind of like our little back stoop when you come out of the garage. You land right here, and unfortunately some junk lands here sometimes. I've got a sprinkler, watering can, some stones from a project that's happening. I've never really thought about doing anything with this area. And then the other day, this black mirror, it kind of broke, like one of the things attaching it to my fence broke and it was hanging. I just grabbed it and stuck it right here. I just set it there. And instantly I was like, oh, I need to put something there. So I'm not going to put the black mirror there because I don't think it's quite big enough and it's broken. But it's kind of funny, a lot of the times with projects, I'm like, oh, this is something I've been thinking about doing for a while. Well, not with this. It never occurred to me until like a week ago to do something with this area. In the meantime, I went to the Habitat for Humanity Restore and got an amazing deal on these panels. I got 3 of these panels. So these are not meant for outdoor. I think it's part of a wine rack. It's like there were, at the Habitat for Humanity Restore, there were boxes of cabinetry, like each box had one cabinet. And these were in some of the boxes, but some of them were just kind of out on their own. So each box would have had like one of these in it with other cabinet pieces, and they were marked $10. But when I took these 3 individual things up to the counter, he went ahead and gave me all 3 of these for $10, which is amazing. So 2 of them are a little bit skinnier. I don't know if you can really tell. This one's 15 inches and these 2 are 12 inches. I thought somehow kind of centering that wider one in the middle, and I've just kind of played around. My first thought was putting them, I think this is a more modern look, right? To put them more horizontal. So yeah, I thought about doing the 3 panels here and the wider one in the middle. And I liked that pretty well. I thought I was going to do that. Then, just yesterday, I found this at a thrift store. It was $6.99. It's like to go on a wall, and it's a pretty good size. It's 23 inches wide, yeah. And I started thinking of maybe doing the panicles vertical with this centered underneath and flowers spilling out. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. We'll see if we stay on that track. So then the next question is, do I leave them? I can hang them as is with this dark stain and just kind of let them weather over time, and eventually they'll kind of rot and I'll get rid of them. Or I can paint them. And so where I'm at right now is I'm thinking I'm going to paint them the same trim color as the rest of my house. So this bay window right here, I think it could look really good if we paint them that color. I'm starting to have a lot of different finishes, and I don't know that I want to add this dark finish when just right over here I have this trellis that is a redwood finish. It's a lighter redwood finish. So I think that I'm going to go with painting them this trim color. It's Natural from Sherwin-Williams, and I already own it. So, you know, I don't have to buy anything. I already own the primer and the paint. I'm going to sand these down and paint them. So I'm super excited about this project. So far I have $10 in the 3 panels, invested in the 3 panels. It was $6.99 for my wall wire basket thing, although it was 20% off of that. So somewhere around $5 or $6 for that. So I'm about $16 into this project, and we'll see what the total comes to at the end. Once I'll probably have to get some cocoa fiber and some plants. We'll see how creative I can get with all of that. So here's that redwood, and it is a pretty color against the like teal of the house, like they're complementary colors. So I'm not like wanting to restain that. I just don't know that I want the dark wood with it. I'm not sure about that. So I think that going with the trim color is going to work a little bit better for me. Now, I don't hate the color of this against the wall. I actually kind of like it, but I'm just not sure that I'll be okay with it kind of close by this other trellis. Like, that just feels wrong to me. And, you know, like I said, I just don't know how long this finish will hold up. Now, I am aware that no finish is going to last forever. Even if I sand them and prime them with outdoor primer and paint them with outdoor paint, they're still not going to last forever. You know, I don't mind a little bit of distressed look, but someday it will be time to move on. So I understand that. Here is my little preliminary sketch. This is the goal. I do like to put a plastic bag because those of you who watch my channel, you've heard me say it 100 times, I'm not good at watering. I'm putting you know, some nice big slits in this, so the water can get out, but it's just not going to be wicking out and evaporating as quickly. So you can see I've got some nice big holes in there for the water to drain out. If I'm remembering correctly, I paid, I think it was like $13 for this roll of cocoa fiber. This is how much I have left. It was like the cheapest thing I could find on Amazon. It's a little less textured than maybe a nicer one. It's kind of flat. Kind of feels like burlap to me. So just FYI on that. These are $3.98 each. They have 4 plants in there. Just got them at a box store. I'm not gonna split them up. I'm gonna stick the whole thing in there. Hopefully it's deep enough. Yeah, that'll be okay. Now, I had bought these and I just want to get them in here before too much time passes, so that's why I'm doing it before I do the trellis, because I just don't know when the trellis is going to happen. A lot of the time my projects don't get done in a day. Oh gosh, I really feel like I should divide them. I just don't want to. Hopefully they will fill in a little bit by the time I get these trellises hung up. I've decided that I can borrow this ivy for our hanging planter over there. This has only been in here a few days, so it's not gonna hurt anything, I don't think. You can see I've got some blooms on this one and some fresh growth, so I felt like it was a good one to dig up, because I would start with some blooms but then have some potential still coming. It's gonna fall apart on me. All right, let's go get it in that container. Okay, I didn't really have another one that was blooming, but hopefully this will bloom in time. At least it will give me something fluffy over here to balance it out. I'm pretty happy with it. This one just doesn't want to do what I want it to do. I'm gonna leave it there. Let it do its thing. Yeah, I just keep messing with it and it's just like, no, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do what you want. So here's where we're at, looking pretty good. I need to caulk and paint those screw heads and we're good. We're good to go and clean up my mess here. In a perfect world, I would have cleaned up my back stoop a little bit better, but these are all the rocks I've been collecting from the construction project, and I'm gonna build a new rock wall now that I have some more rocks. So that's what those are doing there. But hopefully you can picture what this back stoop will look like when it's all cleaned up. Forgot to water it today. So it doesn't look as good as it should, but here is the finished product. I'm so happy with it. I spent a total of $34 on this. So it was $10 for the cocoa fiber, $6 for this planter, $10 for these panels, which the paint and everything was free. And then I spent $8 on the Vinca and the ivy and the catmint I just got from other places in my yard. So very happy with this, what was a totally blank wall, now a beautiful corner in my garden. Thanks for watching. See you next time.